Lately I've just been feeling a lot of tension, of course, in the air with just, everything going on in the world, and it almost just feels like one of my favorite jazz singers, her name was Abby Lincoln, and she wrote a song called The World Is Falling Down, Hold My Hand, and it was just kind of extraordinary. And I never know where to begin with any of this, so during the course of the evening, I think I heard somebody talk about John O'Donoghue, and there was a line in one of his poems that he speaks about the hand of a stranger as the hand of God, and I just kind of love that, just that little moment. Today is the day I will rise up. Today I believe in you. Today I will make a difference. Today I am pulling for you. Today I am proud of you. Today is a great beginning. Today I will pursue my dreams. Today I will lose my way only to find my way. Today I will listen. Today I will not waste time doing things I really don't want to do. Today is not up in the sky. Today is right here in my heart. Today the future is waiting with open arms. Today I will go as far as I can see, because today is the day. Today is the day. Today is the day I will speak softly, and today is what we live for. Some things are just, I don't consider myself a poet. I've produced records for 25 years, and I'm blessed that I've been able to just live as an artist now, and I don't work for major corporations anymore. So I take pictures, and I get to put out photography books, and I go on Blurb and make little poetry books, and so when people say, "Oh, poet," I feel like kind of like a little bit of a fraud, but I am someone who writes, and I guess most of the things that I write feel more like observations to me. So, is observationalist a word? Then I'm an observationalist. And some of the things are just really tiny, and some of them are kind of long, but not really. Just a little piece. God gets me where I need to be right on time, not too soon and not too late. How I choose to handle life is now all up to me. This is called Lillian, and it's about my friend Tim's mom who passed away last year. Last breath, a whisper, silence, no bells rang, but the birds flew south, quietly, with a flutter. I extend my arms to the sky, flowers fly out of my hands. I give you peace, joy, love, and the memory of a life and of a death this fine day. I worked for record companies for a very, very long time, and there's a rock group that you all probably know called Nirvana, and they were like one of my favorite bands. And so this is a little piece, and also I guess it's an observation, and it's just like a day in the life of me at Geffen Records. Bleached. White walls, modern office, art books stacked, black Nelson bench, a face peeks in the door. Matted hair, wild, curious eyes. He asks permission to enter the office. It's Kurt Cobain. Wow, all boyish and beautiful, wanting to hide from the press and the press agent. So he enters my office. He mentions my office is like a womb. He shuts the door and makes himself comfortable amongst the books. Mapplethorpe, Bearden, Avedon, Baldwin, and Cocteau. He is quiet and content, till voices carry and open my door and take him off to sound check for an infamous performance that evening on Saturday Night Live. I never saw him again. I don't know, sometimes I feel like, when you see somebody, we do sometimes judge books by their cover, and I know I have done that in the past, but, when you see someone now, you don't know what the fuck they went through as a child. So, I met a rugby player that I kind of fell in love with for like a minute, and this is about him. A machete to the head at 10 years of age. Penetration from father and grandfather. Arm cuttings to beat the band. The revolting taste of cum. never a bottom for fear of being roped and tied. You poor, small child, petite for your age. Years later, your best revenge is testosterone and old-fashioned weightlifting. You then killed your predators, and now you are the star of the biggest and the baddest rugby team in all the world. Bless you. I hope you are now free, mind, body, and soul. I have no idea where this little thing came from, but whatever. It doesn't have a title. Albino wolf, Neanderthal face, all rogue and shit, with a bad attitude, staring me down, waiting for the light to change on a 2-lane dirt road, so I blow him a kiss. It's pure sarcasm and sass. License plates, Wyoming. God bless, Matthew Shepard. Oh, I don't know, I printed these things so small that I don't even think I can read them. But I'll try. I took someone that I thought I liked. This is why I'm still single. To the Caribbean. I'd never been, and all I cared about was seeing blue water. Whatever. Caribbean sand, trumpet flowers, medicinal teas, psychedelic lies, the rolling thunder of the waves consume me in a loving embrace. I ache from the tension of swimming. I ache more from the tension of the heart. Drink up, there's murder in the air. Drink up, for liars abound. Add honey, it will soften the blow. Chicago observations. The raindrop in my eye is a kiss from God. Boy in the hoodie with the word Irish blazed across his chest. He's only 19. Joel with the punched up nose, scabs included, wears an American eagle emblazed across his chest with beautiful colors. Dude on the train, brush cut footballer, all serious with huge hands, staring forward, dismissing my gaze. Rain, rain, go away. The elevated train excites me, like I was back in Brooklyn watching Gene Hackman and crew film The French Connection. It must be 1972. Hurricane Sandy, 2012. Reading Mary Oliver poems, my LED lantern light with Harry by my side. He's my 18-year-old cat. Let's start again. Reading Mary Oliver poems by LED lantern light with Harry by my side. Her new book, 1,000 Mornings, happens to open to the poem Hurricane, and I feel everything will eventually be all right. Sirens are screaming below, and the side of a building got torn off, 1, 2, 3, as if it was a thin piece of paper now, crumbled and getting ready for the trash. Memories of Katrina. Gas stove works, thank you, Lord. Telephone landline works, I'm grateful. Even the iPhone sometimes works. Blessed to be able to communicate with the outside world. Check, check, check. My 18-year-old cat Harry looks at me day and night, inquisitively, but realizes days and nights are the same but different. Don't want no rank smell in my home, so I shit in a bag and dispose of it. I still piss in the toilet, but that smell ain't too good either. But there ain't no way to flush it all away. I'm on the 15th floor, you know. Walking down 7th Avenue, walking down 7th Avenue, the blue sky is brilliant. The Freedom Towers are tall and very still. An athletic redhead tries to hail a cab. I head to my AA meeting. Home sweet home. I was just in Atlanta because I did a little book signing for my photography book that just came out. And I went to the High Museum where there was a Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera exhibition. And also in the lower level of the museum, there was a civil rights movement photography exhibit. So I'm such a people watcher, and so like I just love watching people. And there were tons of people in the museum that day. And these 3 pieces, I just wrote them so fast, like they just came, maybe because the museum and the people inspired me. So I'll read these 3, and then maybe one little thing in there, and that'll be it. In Atlanta, en route to the High Museum, in the rain, The movie Taxi Driver came to mind. While watching CNN, I was wishing all the scum in the universe could be washed away. That's simply with words, with peaceful actions. But I have a feeling we still have a long way to go, and ain't that a shame? I saw a photo from 1965, Civil Rights Movement, Alabama. It said segregation forever. It made me sad that this was 50 years ago, and it also made me wonder if we as a civilization have made any progress whatsoever with racial equality. Terror in Boston, floods in the Midwest, fires in Texas. The world is falling down, yet we choose to live in fear and not love and faith. Naive me, I still ask why war. I laugh with an ache in my heart and stomach and go about the day and continue to say hello and extend a hand to the person standing next to me at the stop sign or at a museum. My guard is always down. I am approachable, and that to me is the first step in helping to live in a world of peace. This I'll save for last, and there's maybe like 3 little pieces in here that are kind of cool. I'm really a child of the 80s. I love everything 80s, except like the big hair sometimes, because I had big hair. It was more like Farrah Fawcett. Weird and crazy, but that's what it was. But I also lived in Greenwich Village on a street called Washington Street. And in the 1980s, it was dubious and dicey and fabulous, and on Washington Street, all the gay underground, like leather bars and stuff were there, and I loved it. So, yeah, I never titled this either, I don't think, no. But, you know, you'll get it. Memories are the only thing that set me right so I can begin the day. The wild frontier, the feeling of Washington Street, all tranny hookers and out-of-state license plates, all... I gotta do this again, I'm sorry. Memories are the only thing that set me right so I could begin the day. The wild frontier, the feeling of Washington Street, all tranny hookers and out-of-state license plates, all in hot pursuit of the $20 blowjob. Then there's the 10-cent phone booth ringing all hours of the day and night. So I pick it up and I look up at the guy jerking off in the window and gesturing for me to come on up to play. Man, oh man, you can't tell me that those weren't the good old days. Mine Shaft, Ramrod, Eagle's Nest, Anvil, Jays, Hellfire Club, the Rambles. They don't make them like that no more. Oh shit, that's because we are all dead. You know, I'm going to be 54 in October, and I'm currently single, and I don't say that for any reason except because, like, that's the truth. But I still have this great obsession with red hair, and the person should be a football player, and he should think that I'm the greatest thing in the whole world. But that hasn't happened yet. But it's very funny how he comes out on the page. Red face, pockmarked, acne-scarred, crater face, cyclops, one-armed, redhead, athlete, wounded, wilted leg, scarred beyond, greased monkey, fucking mechanic. I love you dirty, so tell me where you been, 'cause I have loved you my entire life. I guess y'all can sit for one more. 2 more. Yeah, they're short, kind of, sort of. I say this all the time, and we could go on forever here, but I have a train to take, and you have, you know, it's long. But, you know, everybody was kind of like so fabulous tonight, and it's always so fun to hear everybody's point of view, and, you know, everybody reads so differently, and, you know, like John, who was here earlier, he's so charming, and he's, I guess, one of the young men who's in the traumatic brain injury homes, I guess, that they all live in. And there's always this lovely kid that I love named Dan Dillon, and he's just so marvelous, but he wasn't here tonight. And I love that when Charles read All My Heroes Are Pushing Up Daisies, it reminded me of something that could come out of one of my favorite books ever, Allen Ginsberg's Howl. This is an incredible book. Did you ever read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, people write books about that poem, and even though the book is called How, there are many short poems and stuff in there, and there's something else in there called America that's just so extraordinary, and I love Allen Ginsberg. So now that I'm chatting, because I think I drank too much tea, yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Oh Lord, I have no idea what's going on, but just bear with me 1 second. It all comes together, I swear to God. All right, so now, okay, great. So when Keith and I, well, Mina, because he is now she, Mina, when we put this book together, like, we forgot to put page numbers on here. Some things are not titled, but, I don't know, I guess that's okay. Because a lot of times when you see books, they say, oh, the poem untitled. Okay. My hands are bandaged. Christ is on the cross. I kiss his feet. He is my lover. There's a prayer that is spoken, a transformation that takes place. Christ is lifted from the cross, nails removed, laid down, blood dried gently. I am Mary Magdalene, whore of modern times, receiver of past and present lovers, all remembered. Between memory and reality lies a stillness. The dinner table is set and lit by candles. The table is filled with rice, beans, and pork delight. Ghosts are invited. Grandmother has died, and I am seduced by grandfather, and I love him. He reminisces about his army days. A strong hand, a gentle rub, no, not so gentle after all. Now I lay me down to a beautiful dream state. Naked youth and aged, 14 and 64. I give all of myself, and I wish you never to leave me, for I am your child. You have seduced me, taken me, raped me. Your erection takes hold of me for warmth, penetration like no other, all in the bedroom, time after time, and always dreaming that I loved you. The rustling of the trees is a song I hear over and over again. It is the same song, yet I never tire of it. It is beautiful beyond words. Like, I hate needles and stuff, but, once I got this tattoo, and I got it a million years ago, and people said, well, what was that like? And it was just strange. I don't know what it was like. It was just a strange feeling. But because I hate needles, I'm probably not going to do this. But I love the word marvelous. And this is called Marvelous. And I kind of want to cover all these scars on my arms from a dog bite when I was a kid. So I want to get marvelous in script from, like, here to here. My mother will freak out. She's 91, but, whatever. She's like this tall. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, marvelous. I delight in travel and love. I have been on many excursions. Summer Breeze by Seals and Crofts is on the radio, now being performed by Typo Negative. I am most definitely showing my rock and roll roots. I'm pumping my fists in the air, jubilant, free, screaming victorious. How did I survive the AIDS plague, dear God? Night-blooming jasmine will never smell the same to me. Take me to another place, possibly San Francisco, possibly the St. Mark's Baths, 1984, just reminiscing about my life, I'm thinking of muscle-buffed Ryan Phillippe on a 2010 magazine cover, yet my mind travels to gay days, gay bars, gay parties, gay dance floors, gay cheer, war-torn and vanished, gone, empty, in the blink of an eye, blindsided and scarred. Where did he live? How come nobody remembers his name? How I survived this plague is beyond me. So I stand tall, and I don't forget our history and our fallen brothers and sisters from the war. What war? Pick a war, any war, who came before us. I raise a toast and fill the air with art's delight and the knowledge of their hard work, so that generations to come appreciate, adore, and marvel. Good night. But there's one more, and then that really is it. Usually I like to save that one for the last, because you say good night and you can go, but this is kind of cool too. And this is it, so thank you everybody. It's called Dreaming Halo. I am dreaming. I am breaking boundaries. I let my sixth sense take over and miracles happen. And when miracles happen, it pushes me forward into another dimension. That dimension helps me grow. So I listen and I learn and I smile at all the activity being thrust around me like a halo. I take that halo, which I wear like a crown, and delicately take it off. I look at it and place it back on my head, somewhat crooked, and that's okay because I am not perfect. I am an American artist, opening my heart and my soul to you, and I hope that I make a lasting impression. Amen.